22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Under.
49 to Mike, watch 49.
Flat.
Watch the pass.
Let's go.
Now Foles. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Curl. General West.
57 Mike.
13.
All day, just like that. 57 to Mike. 57.
Foles. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an even 90 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
16 yards, a 1st down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers throw to the right here to Gordon. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. 4th down, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You ready?
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
13. Go.
Smith.
Here's Foles. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Benjamin. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
In your face.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man right side is Shark. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He hits Blue. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A second down throw for Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll run on second down with Blue. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Rivers to throw it, and that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. Foles on the handoff, going to give it to Blue. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Here we go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
What we got?
Hey, check. 3 down.
49. Hey, foxtrot.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Chargers take
Let's
over
go.
first down
Let's go.
at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Hey, easy. Hey, Haywood.
Watch the slant.
Throwing again. Rivers, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit. Hey, Dwight, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Under. Hey, Silver.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. He's checking. Crash. Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
180, 380.
Go.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Alpha! Hey, I'm going to go load
going for it. It's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Rivers now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
First down, Rivers. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Delta!
To throw again. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. This will be caught just inside the 10. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Weapon.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. It's going to be a long day.
Cluster.
Long day. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Underroom. Undercut.
Mike's 47.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Rep. Jim. Watch twins.
Here we go.
From From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Water. To go.
To throw again on second down. Foles. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on second and 8. Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Hey, ready.
Following the interception here, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. To throw, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Wait, 89!
Now Gordon on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 29, Rivers looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
49.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense, Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Zoo.
No.
Now Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
Watch 49. Coming to you. 49 the mark.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The former All-Pro, Marcel Darius, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for L.A. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Foles. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, it's over.
49, come on.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
47 marks.
Rivers here to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Rocket. 5.
Check, 47.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to let it fly. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Foles. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for our visitors, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what she wants, what she needs, tell me